I hate Superman. His personality is bland. He might as well be a god. He is too perfect. He's too overpowered. Batman is way more interesting. Superman is boring. If you're a fan of comic books and have had any discussion with a Batman fan, then I'm sure you've heard those words before. The argument has always been made that Superman is one of the blandest characters ever created. This is something I highly disagree with. Superman is one of the most interesting superheroes to date. The only reason he gets disregarded is because the Batman fans want to show their devotion to him by being tough and edgy. All jokes aside, my statement still stands. I don't hate Batman by any means. Some of my favorite comic book stories are Batman ones, but I do hate how much disrespect comes from his fans towards the Man of Steel. Since his creation in 1938 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Schuster, Superman has been a symbol of hope to many. He was made to be an inspiration for young men around the world, something they could look up to as a moral example of what it means to make good choices and help other people. But that's a pretty common trait in heroes, and one that is well known to Superman. However, it's what's beneath the surface that matters. Superman, like many of us, is an outsider. He is an alien after all. He has the feeling of being alone on his shoulders, which is why he's so kind. He has little or no connections to his homeworld anymore, so friends and family are some of the few things that console him through such a massive loss. But while it is pivotal to his character, he never dwells on his sadness. He could easily have an attitude like Batman, or even a snide, cocky personality like the New 52, but he chooses a different path. He chooses a path of kindness and friendship. While he is an alien, many fans argue that he is cold-hearted because of this. The idea that Superman is heartless is all wrong. The belief comes from movies giving a misrepresentation of the character. In media like Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, Superman is depicted as a cold killer who only cares about other people's lives when necessary. He'd just as easily kill a terrorist before turning him into the authorities. This is not a good representation of the character. Let's take a look at Man of Steel. There is so much destruction going on around him, and Superman doesn't even slightly take notice. The real Superman would have made sure to get the civilians out of harm's way before even starting battle. You could say that the hero is still finding his footing and doesn't know how to handle the situation yet, but this is all rendered moot by the fact that the only reason that this movie has senseless action is because everyone said Superman Returns was uneventful and boring. Pretty ironic. The point I'm trying to make is that Superman, like most heroes, does not kill for one simple reason. He knows how precious life is and how quickly it can be taken away, through losing loved ones and even having lost his own a couple times. I love Superman. He's an amazing character with a rich history. He might be the perfect little blue Boy Scout, but we need a character like that to help us through the tough times and remind us that even the best of us struggle. As Grant Morrison famously put it, somewhere in our darkest night, we made up the story of a man who will never let us down. So the next time someone is arguing that Superman is less interesting than Batman, refer them to this video, or even just bring up the ideas I put in it and let them know. Superman is not boring.